Olá a todos.
Afro-Latina Spotlight, Episode 1, Tatyana Ali. Welcome to the very first episode of Afro-Latina Spotlight. In this series, we'll be celebrating the incredible diversity and stories of Afro-Latinas who have made a lasting impact on their communities and the world. These women have navigated the complexities of their dual identities with grace and strength, breaking barriers and embracing their heritage along the way. Today, we're kicking things off by highlighting a star who has been in the spotlight since childhood and has used her platform to advocate for Afro-Latina representation in Hollywood. Let's explore the journey of Tatyana Ali, from child star to Afro-Latina icon. Tatyana Marisol Ali, born on January 24, 1979, in North Belmore, New York, is a name that has resonated in the entertainment industry since the early 1990s. But behind her radiant smile and undeniable talent lies a rich and complex heritage. Tatyana is the daughter of Sonia Ali, an Afro-Panamanian nurse, and Sheriff Ali, an Indo-Trinidadian police officer. This unique blend of cultures, rooted in both Afro-Caribbean and Latin American traditions, profoundly shaped her identity and career. Growing up in a multicultural household, Tatyana embraced the diversity of her heritage from an early age. Her mother, hailing from Panama, instilled in her the knowledge of Afro-Latin culture, while her father kept her connected to her Indo-Trinidadian roots. Despite the beauty of the intersection of cultures in her upbringing, navigating her identity was not always easy. Like many Afro-Latinas, Tatyana faced the challenge of belonging to multiple worlds that society often didn't fully understand. Yet, her ability to embrace and celebrate her dual identity would become a defining feature of her life and career. The early years. A star in the making. Tatyana's introduction to the entertainment world began earlier than most. At the tender age of 4, she appeared on Sesame Street, marking her first foray into show business. Her natural charisma and poise in front of the camera quickly garnered attention. As a child, she stood out not only for her talent but also for her unique appearance, a reflection of her mixed-race heritage. She was a bright, confident child, and it was clear that she was destined for the spotlight. Her big break came at the age of 11, when she was cast as Ashley Banks in the hit sitcom The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air in 1990. Starring alongside Will Smith, Tatyana's role as the youngest Banks sibling catapulted her into fame. The show, which blended humor with serious discussions about race, class, and culture, provided Tatyana with more than just an opportunity to act. It allowed her to navigate some of the same themes in her real life. Playing Ashley Banks, she was able to explore her identity as a young Black girl growing up in a wealthy family, dealing with cultural expectations, and learning to balance her individuality with societal pressures. While The Fresh Prince brought her into millions of households, it also gave her a platform to reflect on the complexities of her identity. In a society that often compartmentalizes race and ethnicity into neat categories, Tatyana found herself in a unique position. She was too Black for some Latina roles, yet not Black enough for certain African American roles. This constant push and pull of identity was something she began to reckon with from a young age, both in Hollywood and in her personal life. Navigating identity in a complex world. As a child, Tatyana faced challenges related to her appearance and her heritage. Friends and classmates would sometimes ask questions about her hair or make comments that made her feel othered. These early experiences made her acutely aware of the complexities of race and identity in America. Her experiences weren't unlike those of many other Afro-Latinas who often find themselves straddling two cultures that are not always fully understood by the mainstream. In interviews, Tatyana has spoken openly about these struggles. She recalls instances where she was asked about her racial background or made to feel as though she didn't fully belong in any one group. Yet, rather than allowing these experiences to diminish her sense of self, Tatyana used them as a foundation to explore her identity and to educate others about the diversity within the Latino community. She has consistently emphasized that being Afro-Latina is about more than just fitting into a neat box. It's about embracing the fullness of her heritage. Her ability to navigate these challenges is a testament to her resilience. Over the years, Tatyana has spoken about the importance of embracing one's identity in all its complexity, especially for those of mixed heritage. In a society that often tries to simplify or reduce identity to a single label, Tatyana's journey has been one of rejecting those confines and proudly owning all aspects of her background. Expanding horizons, music and academia. After The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air concluded in 1996, Tatyana didn't slow down. In fact, she expanded her horizons in two significant ways, by pursuing music and higher education. In 1998, Tatyana launched her music career with the release of her debut album, Kiss the Sky. The album, which was certified gold, showcased her versatility as an artist. Her hit single, Daydreamin', became a top 10 hit on the Billboard Hot 100, proving that Tatyana wasn't just a talented actress, but also a gifted singer. Her foray into the music industry allowed her to further express her Afro-Latina identity, with songs that captured the energy and spirit of her cultural influences. But while her music career was taking off, Tatyana also remained committed to her academic pursuits. She enrolled at Harvard University, where she graduated in 2002 with a degree in African American Studies and Government. Her time at Harvard was transformative. It was during these years that she deepened her understanding of the intersections of race, politics, and culture. Her studies helped her gain a broader perspective on the historical and social forces that shape identity, particularly for people of color. Tatyana has often spoken about how her academic experience at Harvard, it gave her the tools to navigate the entertainment industry with a sharper awareness of the importance of representation and diversity. Armed with this knowledge, she was better prepared to advocate for herself and others in a field that often lacks inclusive narratives. Tatyana has often spoken about how her academic experience at Harvard, it gave her the tools to navigate the entertainment industry with a sharper awareness of the importance of representation and diversity. Armed with this knowledge, she was better prepared to advocate for herself and others in a field that often lacks inclusive narratives. Facing challenges in Hollywood. Despite her undeniable talent and success, Tatyana faced significant challenges in Hollywood. The entertainment industry has long struggled with issues of representation, particularly for Afro-Latinas. For Tatyana, this meant that she was often typecast or overlooked for roles that didn't fit the narrow racial categories that Hollywood often clings to. Casting directors frequently failed to see her dual heritage. She was often seen as either too black for Latina roles or not black enough for African American roles. These experiences were frustrating, but Tatyana remained resilient. She has spoken candidly about how Hollywood's narrow view of race and ethnicity limited the opportunities available to her. But rather than allowing these obstacles to derail her career, she used them as motivation to push for change. In a 2012 documentary, Black and Latino, produced by NBC Universo, Tatyana opened up about the struggles of being typecast and how people often didn't realize that Latinos come in many shades and backgrounds. Her participation in the documentary was a reflection of her broader commitment to increasing the visibility of Afro-Latinos in the media. She recognized the importance of using her platform to challenge the stereotypes and misconceptions that so often shape how Afro-Latinas are perceived in Hollywood and beyond. Recent projects and representation milestones. In recent years, Tatyana has continued to break new ground in her career. One of her most exciting projects is the Amigo Family, a groundbreaking sitcom that centers on an Afro-Latino family. This show is significant not only because it features an Afro-Latino family, but because it represents a major shift in how Afro-Latinos are portrayed on American television. Historically, Afro-Latinos have been underrepresented in media, and when they are portrayed, it is often through a limited or stereotypical lens. The Amigo Family aims to change that. In July 2023, Tatyana announced her involvement in the project on Twitter, expressing her excitement and gratitude for being part of something so groundbreaking. She and her fellow cast members performed a table read of the pilot at Essence Fest, marking an important step toward bringing the show to life. The show's creator, Solma Arzu Brown, has described the project as a labor of love, and Tatyana's involvement has brought a sense of authenticity and visibility to the endeavor. the series holds the promise of changing the narrative around Afro-Latino families on screen, showing them in all their complexity, beauty, and strength. Personal life and commitment to advocacy. In her personal life, Tatyana has also found joy and fulfillment. In 2016, she married Dr. Vaughn Raspberry, a professor at Stanford University. The couple has 2 children, and Tatyana often shares glimpses of her family life on social media. Her journey as a mother has added another layer to her identity, as she navigates the challenges and joys of raising children while balancing a career in entertainment. Throughout it all, Tatyana has remained committed to using her platform to advocate for Afro-Latina representation and visibility. She has participated in numerous panels, interviews, and discussions about the importance of diversity in Hollywood. She continues to be a voice for underrepresented communities. Her personal experiences with navigating her identity have given her a unique perspective, one that she uses to empower others who may be struggling with similar challenges. Legacy and impact. Tatyana Ali's story is one of perseverance, talent, and unwavering commitment to her roots. From her early days on Sesame Street to her role on The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air to her current advocacy for Afro-Latina representation, Tatyana has consistently pushed boundaries and challenged stereotypes. Her career is a testament to the power of embracing one's identity and using one's platform to create change. As she continues to break new ground with projects like the Amigo Family, Tatyana's legacy as an Afro-Latina icon is only growing stronger. She is more than just an actress or singer. She is a role model, a trailblazer, and a powerful advocate for change. Tatyana Ali's journey from child star to Afro-Latina icon is a testament to her resilience, her talent, and her deep commitment to her heritage. Whether through her acting, her music, or her advocacy work, Tatyana has always stayed true to herself, refusing to be defined by narrow expectations. As she continues to break down barriers in Hollywood and beyond, she remains an inspiring figure for generations to come. If you enjoyed this deep dive into Tatyana Ali's life, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to Afro-Latinas United for more inspiring stories from other Afro-Latinas. Feel free to drop your thoughts in the comments. I'd love to hear what you think. Stay tuned for more content celebrating the beauty and diversity of our Afro-Latina community.
Tchau, até a próxima vez!